Hello agents, and welcome back to another Division video. Today we're going to run through the latest patch notes for patch 10.1, and that releases tomorrow on the 21st of July, and it brings some really nice quality of life changes, which is why I've chosen to cover this, especially with loot. And the loot game is getting an upgrade, and I really hope it pushes it in the right direction. First of all, we'll start with the audio and subtitles at the top of the patch notes. They've added missing audio and missing subtitles for the Keener Legacy collectibles. The rifle ammo capacity has finally made it in. It was meant to come in last patch and it's coming this time, so we get an upgrade in capacity from 280 to 420. The Forge, the named holster, the shield health bonus is being increased from 10% all the way up to 50%, which is really good. Foundry Bulwark is getting a nerf and a buff at the same time. The armor regeneration is being lowered from 3% down to 1%, but it's getting 50% shield health added. So that will finalize at 1% armor regeneration and 50% shield health. Next, the one that we're really excited for, and it is loot. They've increased the minimum item power and chances for higher powered items for several difficulties, resulting in higher average rolls overall. There's a slight increase on challenge difficulty, so if you're playing anything below, you're not going to see a difference. But there is a bigger increase on heroic and legendary. Sealed caches have been affected by this. Increased power of items from field proficiency and dark zone caches to be on par with heroic tier loot, and that used to be challenging. They've increased the power of items from the clan caches to be on par with legendary loot, and they used to be heroic, which is a very nice change. And an increase of item power of legendary tier loot that will also affect season caches. So if you've not completed your season track yet, you're going to get some better loot for it. They've moved general pool exotics from mission final boss loot to mission completion rewards. This is to make it more clear on where you can actually get certain exotics from, rather from bosses or from targeted loot or from projects as rewards. Next, let's have a look at the skill changes. Chem launcher has been changed, so the reinforcer repair over time, the strength has been increased by 11%. The reinforcer ammo has been lowered from 3 to 2 at skill tier 0, but it now gains +1 ammo at skill tier 4. So you get it back as long as you spec into yellow. The Firestarter base ammo has been lowered from 2 to 1. It gains 1 ammo back at skill tier 4. They've added an extra ammo to the riot foam at skill tier 4, and the oxidizer at skill tier 4 has also gained an extra ammo. So some nice changes overall there for skills for the chem launcher. So now let's talk about the Hive. So they increased base duration of all Hive variants from 50 seconds to 180 seconds. The Restorer Hive has had its base range increased from 6 meters to 8. The range per skill tier has been reduced from 20 to 10. The charges have been lowered from 12 to 8 at skill tier 0, but it gains 4 charges per skill tier. The drone speed has been increased from 5% to 10% per skill tier. And the repair strength has been increased from 120% to 140% during overcharge. And during overcharge, it's also had its range increased from 175% to 200%. The Stinger Hive now gets 5% drone speed per skill tier. It gets 80% drone speed during overcharge. The Reviver Hive has now had its charges lowered from 4 to 1 at skill tier 0, and I can hear the jubilation across the Division community as now they're going to be able to change the builds without going back to the base of operations. The Reviver Hive base cooldown has been lowered from a 240 second cooldown to 180 seconds, so even better. It now gains 1 charge per skill tier. It gains 5% drone speed per skill tier. The range has been increased from 75% to 100% during overcharge. And that's some really nice changes for the Reviver Hive. Now on to the Booster Hive. The charges have been lowered from 12 to 8 at skill tier 0 like the other ones. It gains 4 charges per skill tier. It no longer increases weapon damage. The Booster Hive buff now affects hazard protection in addition to weapon handling and melee damage like it used to before. Drones now cleanse status effects from the player on hit. The buff amount has been increased from 10% to 20% at skill tier 0. Stim efficiency has been increased from 10% to 33% per skill tier. And it now gains 5% drone speed per skill tier. So some major changes to the Booster Hive. The Artificer Hive is the last one we're going to look at. And that's had its charges lowered like the other ones from 10 to 8 at skill tier 0. It gains 4 charges like the other ones per skill tier. It now gains 10% range per skill tier, 10% drone speed per skill tier. The skill refresh has been increased from 1 second to 3 seconds at skill tier 0. The skill refresh has been increased from 20 seconds to 22 seconds during overcharge. It now gains 100% range during overcharge as well, along with 150% skill haste during overcharge. Next we're going to take a look at the trap. The shock trap base cooldown has been increased from 50 seconds to a minute, and the base duration has been increased from 30 seconds to a minute. PvP modifiers, which I'm sure a lot of people are eager to see. Assault rifle damage has been increased by 9%. Striker drone damage has been increased by a whopping 38%. Firestarter chem launcher explosion damage has been reduced by 50%. People will be happy to see that. And deployed player skills now take 4 times more damage from hostile players, so much easier to kill rogue skills now. Last of all, we're going to take a very quick look at the bug fixes. We're just going to rhyme these off. They fixed the delay between the EMP sticky bomb exploding and the start of the cooldown. They fixed the delay between the Firefly skill being destroyed and the start of the cooldown. They fixed the blinder Firefly failing to blind enemies. Brilliant, that's been a long time coming. They fixed the blinder Firefly cooldown starting before the effect ends if the player has not selected the maximum number of targets, which is another nice and welcome change. Fixed the demolitionist Firefly not working on support stations in legendary difficulty. Fixed inconsistent health at different skill tiers for the striker drone. Fixed special field research not granting apparel cash rewards. They fixed an issue with the PC/Stadia issue causing players to be sent to the inspect menu when attempting to buy a weapon skin with a control. I guess that means controller. Fixed an issue causing Keena's defender drone to become invulnerable when affected by a jammer pulse. I can hear people celebrating again. Fixed the eliminate Guardians with another Guardians explosion challenges not completing in the Guardian global event. Fixed an issue where only one of Lieutenant Grey's bodyguards would deploy their shields in Operation Iron Horse. I've never seen that bug, and I've run the raid a lot. Fixed an issue where players could spawn inside spawn closets in Operation Iron Horse. Fixed multiple instances of robotic NPC voices. Fixed missing image from the Thermite outfit in the reward menu. Fixed Thermite League activities appearing as completed under certain circumstances. I think most people had that bug. Fixed several crafting materials not being shared when purchasing the material sharing perk. Great, I've had that bug. Fixed an issue that would allow players to spawn another Kajika if defeated very quickly. Had no idea that was a thing. Fixed name NPC Alexandra Tidy Popov not spawning during the final boss fight in the invaded version of Space Administration. Fixed the UI only issue on the Trauma Specialist talent where it states required but gives no further context. Fixed missing league timer on Stadia. Fixed missing leaderboards in the base of operations in Haven. Fixed FPS drop when opening multiple leaderboards. Fixed duplicate clanmates at the top of clan leaderboards. Fixed the inability to remove facial hair from the barber. Fixed incorrect text being displayed for the crafting material cache in season reward previews. Fixed incorrect gear score ranges being displayed in the world tier crafting bench upgrade blueprints. And fixed an issue where some brand, raid and other set crafting materials were not shared even if the material sharing perk was purchased. And that's going to be for all of the new stuff. So Walker Harris, Ironworks base materials, Ironwork Bulwark alloy, Ironwork future fabric, System corruption data core, Strikers battle gear, and Eclipse protocol as well. Which is really nice because I noticed that problem. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a little bit different. I don't usually cover patch notes, but there is so many really nice quality of life things in there. I thought it deserved a very quick video. Come and check me out over on Twitch, twitch.tv/DJTICKLE, where you'll find me running Iron Horse raid help at the moment. Hit that subscribe button for more Division content and don't forget to press the notification bell. Comment down below, let me know what your favourite changes are, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.